Cadet Women's Freestyle coach Emma Randall. You guys just wrapped up 2018 Cadet World Championships with a 5th place finish. Just talk about overall the team's performance and what you felt.
You know, starting from the bottom up, Sterling Diaz, I feel like she had a great tournament. She got taken down, overstayed a position, backside single in her semifinal match. It kind of cost her that match. Didn't defend the gut following that takedown, so I think she did a great job wrestling back for bronze, fought for it. Really just went out there and dominated the girl, which is exactly what we wanted to see. We talked about fighting, we talked about taking what was ours. 43 kilograms. Emily Schulson, it's hard not to say, you know, anything about Emily that's negative, but you know, like she really did a great job being behind in that match, just trying to find a way to win. Sometimes it's ugly, and it was ugly, and I guarantee in the million of times that she visualized that match, that wasn't how she saw it going, but that's where she took it, and she finished the match on top, so super proud of her. 46 kilos. Who is that? Tiara? Olivia. Sorry, Tiara's 49. Olivia, you know, she went out there and wrestled some really tough matches, and when we were in the back after her quarterfinal, I said, you know, like last year on the world team, I felt like if you had been in the same match, you wouldn't have fought for it. You would have lost that match. You would have lost your cool mentality. And I think she did a great job evolving this year, coming and bringing that confidence to the mat and really going out there and fighting for what was hers. She made a lapse of judgment in that the last 10 seconds of her match against India for bronze, and you know what? She's going to remember for the rest of her life some zone awareness in that match situation. And that's something that we want to see, right? I'd rather her learn this lesson now than 2020, 2024. 49 kilos, Tiara. Her first world team, she goes out there, dominates some people. She wrestles a tough semis, loses, comes back, gets bronze. Again, super proud. That's what we want to see. We want to see that resilience in these young athletes, taking what they're learning match by match by match and keep improving. 53 kilos, Layla. She came out there strong as well. Just like Olivia Shore, I'm going to root for Ohio because I'm from Ohio, so I'm super proud of those two for bringing that fight and bringing me back to kind of touching my own roots this trip. You know, she did a great job battling. Again, she fought in her bronze medal match. I think if we'd have finished that low single, I think it'd been a different match. 57 kilos, Cheyenne, missed weight. Obviously, that's not what we came here for. I hope that's a huge learning lesson for her. It's a big responsibility to represent Team USA, and you got to make sure that when you step on that mat, you're ready. And the weight, it's just part of the sport. It's not the whole sport. So we've got to make sure that we're doing all the things right that lead to getting onto that mat to perform our best. And weight matters. So, 61 kilos, Morgan Norris, another first-year world team member. I think she went out there a little bit scared, a little bit hesitant, and just got caught. So I'm hoping that she takes this experience and the training camp leading up to it and really uses it to buy into the system and attend those development camps and attend those champ camps so we can get her to the next level. So the next time she comes here, she's more prepared. 65 kilos, Kiana Pugh. Her first match came out super strong, blasted people up and down the mat. She had some great moves there. Second match, I think she was a different wrestler. That's one thing that we talked about after the first night. We've got to be consistent. We've got to show up and be the same person match after match after match, regardless what the score is, regardless of what is going on, what our warm-up was, or where our mindset is. We've got to make sure that we're ready to dominate people, and that's part of growing up and part of learning your body and learning what it means to be at that top level all the time and being consistent. 69 kilos, Macy Kilty, another world champ. You know, that's another thing you can't really say much wrong with Macy Kilty either. I'm super proud of her. Her and Emily have both been in this program for a long time, and I'm super glad that success came to them because I think they do the right things. I think they've bought into the system. I think they're 100% driven, you know, and passionate about what they do, and I'm glad to see that it paid off. 73 kilos, Tristan Kelly. I think she just came out there just a little bit timid, so I'm hoping that, you know, it's a learning experience, and the next time we walk out on the mat, we're ready because we do have some skills that we can compete with, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see those today.
Like you said, we had 2 Cadet World Champions. It's the first time in U.S. history that we've had 2 in the same year. What does that mean about our program?
I think it means we're doing big things. You know, I talked to the girls a lot this last couple of weeks about, you know, in 2012 we started our development program. We had 12 kids in our first camp. We just finished camp with 120 athletes. We had 4 foreign countries in attendance as well. we've taken these girls all over the world. We've bought into the development system and really poured a lot of time, energy, and resources into getting them to the next level. And I think the results speak for themselves as far as making history.
Can you elaborate a little bit on girls like Macy and Emily who have been to World Championships before? They didn't get gold, then they came back and they found themselves on top of the podium.
It speaks volumes about their character. You can let a moment like that break you to be so close to accomplishing a dream and falling short, or you can let that moment motivate you and really build that fire for years to come. Because Macy made a world team her first time, came back with bronze. The next year she didn't make the world team, so you had to wait another year to come back. And if you rewatch some of her Pan Am film from 2017, you'll see that she kind of tore some people up to release some stress about that, but that's really hard work, dedication. It's buying in, it's believing in the process, it's believing that even though you're not seeing those results and not getting everything that you want right now, that instant gratification, that it's coming down the road.
We had quite an all-star coaching staff with Sam Schmitz and John Smith on staff, along with a bunch of great personal coaches. Just talk about what it was like working with them this week.
It's amazing. To find people who want to invest in this program with their time, energy, and volunteer their resources to us, I can't thank them enough. When we walk into the building, everyone's staring at us. They're looking at John and they're like, wow, he's working with the women's program. What kind of credibility does that provide to our program? It's unbelievable, and for the girls to know that when they're walking back to their warm-up or finishing up a match, that they're getting feedback from one of the greatest wrestlers and coaches of all time. It's just confidence in the bank, and you can best believe that we used it. Same with Sam. Sam brings so much energy, so much happiness, so much joy, so much passion, and a lot of fun. And he knows what he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's showing. He's working with all the different girls, making sure that even when things are not looking our best, he finds a way to pull the group back to this positive moments.
Finally, what was the highlight of this trip for you?
There's a lot of highlights. I would have to say top two moments was seeing Macy and Emily run around that mat with the American flag and to hear our national anthem played. It doesn't happen often in sport, and I can't be more proud of them for achieving that goal and accomplishing it, and same with TRA and Sterling for wrestling back and getting those bronzes. I'm proud of all of them, and I think there's big things coming our way.
Awesome. Well, congrats on the week.
Thanks, Taylor.